Hello?
Did you say your
Hi,
name?
this is Sergeant Dannels.
Sergeant Dannels?
Yes,
Uh,
Sergeant Dannels with the police department. I was told you want to speak to a supervisor.
yeah, and what's your badge number?
It's 455.
Okay, thank you. I'm calling to place a complaint against a Sierra Vista officer who was in Bisbee on Saturday night. That's this Saturday night at November 18th, I do believe, at around 9 p.m. So, my name is Nolan, and I have the largest YouTube channel in Bisbee. In Cochise County. I'm sorry. I have the right to film officers from a public perspective whenever they're doing their public duties. On that night, the officer pulled over a vehicle, and I began to film it. And then he instantly told me to. I want to give you the exact words that he told me. He said that I needed to. He told me that I needed to back up. I was already 15 or 20 foot away from him. I asked him what his name was. He refused to identify himself. Then he threatened to place me under arrest for absolutely no reason other than I was there filming the situation from a public perspective, which I have a First Amendment right to do based on well-established court cases, many well-established court cases, including Glick versus Cuniff. And I do not appreciate him threatening to violate my constitutional rights in the way that he did.
Okay, so he asked you to back up away from his traffic stop?
Well, he asked me to back up, and I was already 15 or 20 foot away from him. And I was on a public perspective, and I have every right to be there.
Well, we can ask you to step away from our traffic stops if you're interfering. I would have to watch the body camera, but
I wasn't interfering.
We can ask you to
no, you can't. You cannot threaten to place me under arrest for filming. I have a First Amendment right to film the police. I was not interfering.
I didn't say that.
You said he has the right to ask us to back away if we're interfering. I was in no way, shape, or form interfering. Court cases have proven that we have the right to filming, and film is not interfering.
37 traffic stop. Okay, I didn't say filming was interfering. You can film, you're correct, but if you're too close to the traffic stop, we can ask you to back up.
Yeah, but I wasn't too close to the traffic stop. He can't threaten to arrest me.
Well, we can tell you that we'll arrest you if you refuse to.
No, you cannot. You go read Glick versus Cuniff, dude. And I do not respect Sierra Vista Police in Bisbee acting this way. You bunch of bullies. You're telling me that he's in the right. Dude, whatever. Anyway, take this complaint against the officer who failed to identify himself as well, by the way. Yeah, and I do have video of it.
Okay.
That's why I was there.
I can watch. Do you have what time was it?
It was around I don't know exactly what time. It was around 9 p.m. on Saturday night. That's roughly 9 p.m. I can't remember exactly what time, but it was after dark, and it was before midnight, around 9 or 10 maybe.
And what was the exact location?
Howell Avenue and on the corner of Howell Avenue and Main Street in Bisbee.
And you're positive it was a Sierra Vista officer?
Yeah, I'm 100% positive.
Okay. Okay, I'm just trying to find it. I'm not seeing.
Yeah. Well, you might have. Yeah, that's kind of funny. You can't find it, can you? You might have to check out Bisbee News Network to see it. That's normally the case that whenever I deal with police, though, because we deal with this a lot where y'all don't have the evidence that I do, so it's kind of funny.
Okay. Well, you gotta give me a chance to find it.
Okay. Well, you just told me you couldn't find it.
Well, I said I'm looking for it. I haven't been able to find it yet, so you gotta give me a chance. Is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, good. Yeah, I'll give you a chance. I'd like for you to find it too.
So, what did the officer look like?
It was pretty dark, man, and I didn't get by that time, dude, somebody told me, well, why didn't I get his name from his badge? I mean, how can I? He's already threatening me with arrest for being 15 foot away from him. What am I going to do? Walk closer to him? You're just saying, oh, he has the right to do that. You know, so this idea that I should know who he is absurd. It would be dangerous for me to know who he is.
Are you gonna help me fight the case, or are you just gonna tell me that we're wrong?
Am I going to help you what?
Are you going to help me find the traffic stop so I can help you, or are you just going to keep accusing me of things?
I'm not accusing you of things. I'm saying he threatened to arrest me. I couldn't identify. He's the one who refused to identify.
Yeah, and I'm asking you questions to try to identify which officer it was so I can address your concern. But you keep talking over me.
I'm not talking over you, dude. I'm telling you I don't know who he was. He didn't tell me. I asked him who he was. He didn't tell me.
Okay, so
check out Bisbee News Network. It's the most recent.
What kind of?
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna.
Go ahead, buddy.
What was his vehicle? What did his vehicle look like? Was it a Tahoe or an Explorer?
I don't know the difference between a Tahoe or Explorer. It was a very typical Sierra Vista Police officer vehicle. It was not a car. It's it's an SUV. I'd have to look. If you want to give me a second to look up Tahoe. You said Tahoe or Explorer. Let me look it up. Hold on. Tahoe, Chevy Tahoe. You mean? Chevy Tahoe.
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking it up right now. I think it was you said an Explorer. Let's see, Explorer. A Ford Explorer. Man, I really think it's probably more of a Ford Explorer, but you can't quote me on that, but I'm thinking it's more of an Explorer.
This is negative 29, please come out of Arizona, Cochise County 27 out of Texas. Code 4 was corrective one.
Do you remember what kind of vehicle that he had stopped?
I think it was a Honda. Let me look at my video real quick. I can see it on the video. It's a white vehicle. It's a white car. It's a white car.
Okay, I think I might have found the traffic stop.
Yeah. Do you know who the officer is?
I do. What I'll do is I'll review that officer's body camera, and then I can reach back out to you.
Okay, can you provide me with the officer's name?
I will. I'm not over the phone, but what I'll do is, can I get your phone number? I'm going to verify this is the actual officer, and then I'll verify the stop, and then I can provide that to you. What's the phone number to call you back on so I can follow up? Okay. All right, now give me a minute to make sure this is the right one, and then I'll watch the body camera, and I'll give you a call back here shortly.
Okay, so I'll expect you to call back in 15 minutes or something like that?
It might be a little bit longer than that, but I'm going to have to watch the body camera, and then I'll give you a call back, okay?
Okay, I'll be expecting your call here in a little bit. Thanks.
Oh, okay, thanks.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, Mr. Dannels?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I did find the call the traffic stop that you're referring to. So I just have to read you some procedural things real quick. It's a mandatory that we read you these things before any complaint. That's what you want to do is file an official complaint? Is that something you want to do?
Yes.
Okay. So the mandatory notice, it says Arizona Revised Statute 38-1120, before a law enforcement agent accepts a complaint made against a police officer, the law enforcement agency must provide the person making the complaint the following notice, which is Arizona Revised Statute is a Class 1 misdemeanor to knowingly make to a law enforcement agency a false, fraudulent, or unfounded report or statement to knowingly misrepresent the facts for the purpose of interfering with the orderly operation of a law enforcement agency or misleading a peace officer. So basically what that means is if it's a false report, you could potentially get charged for a misdemeanor charge. Does that make sense?
I'm not worried about it. It doesn't apply to me. So.
Okay. Well, we just have to read you that. That's the law requires us to read that to you. So, I did look into it. I did watch the body camera, and you said you have video too?
Yeah.
Okay. So, based on the video that I saw, it does look like you were walking up to his traffic stop, and you were pretty close to the front of the vehicle, the car that he stopped. Is that correct?
I'm not answering any questions.
Okay. Well, you want to tell me then what happened?
I was filming the situation from a public perspective.
Okay, so based on the video that I saw, it looks like you were pretty close to his traffic stop, which we can tell you which he did in his video, told you to back up. So we can tell you not to interfere with our traffic stop and tell you to back up, and you could potentially get arrested by interfering with our traffic stop.
Filming is not interference.
Okay, that's your opinion, but
that's the court's opinion. That's the Supreme Court's Supreme Court's opinion.
Okay, so you can film us, and we have no issue with that. You're legally allowed to do that. You're correct.
That's
but
funny.
If you come too close to our traffic stop and we tell you to back up further, we can legally do that.
All right. Well, no, you can't. You cannot threaten to arrest. You cannot threaten to violate my constitutional rights.
What would be violating your constitutional rights?
To threaten to arrest me would be a threat to violate my Fourth Amendment constitutional rights to be free from unreasonable searches and seizures.
Well, if you're too close to our traffic stop, it's not safe for you.
I'm not too close. What law are you referring to that states that I'm too close? What law are you referring to?
It's called interfering with our traffic stop.
You just don't understand the law, dude. You're a sergeant at the Sierra Vista Police, and you don't understand the law, basically.
It's technically, we could charge you for trespassing because it's our scene at that point. So if you come within our scene, you could be arrested for trespassing.
Was there any tape up? So you're telling me you think that I came within the scene, but you guys had no tape up?
We don't have to have tape up. We can tell you a reasonable space, and if you get too close, would be considered trespassing on our scene.
Whatever, dude.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to place a complaint. That's all.
Okay. Well, so based on what I have so far, it's going to be unsustained. It's going to be non-sustained, so it's not a legitimate complaint because we're allowed to tell you to move away from our traffic stop. It'll be documented. The officer's name was Officer Chavez. I know you asked for that.
What is it? Officer Chavez?
Correct.
Chavez?
Yes.
Do you have his first name?
It'll be. It's Officer Chavez. I can give you that. His badge number is 577.
577. Okay.
So it'll be documented. Unless you have some additional documentation you want to provide me, if you have video, I will gladly take that and I can attach it to the complaint. Would you like to provide that to me?
No. You've got video yourself. What you lack is the understanding of the law.
Okay. We can agree to disagree. That's fine. But we can legally tell you to back away from our traffic stop.
Yeah, I can legally tell you to, chase a javelina into the desert. You're not going to do it. But you don't have the right to threaten and arrest me for filming a traffic stop from a public perspective. That is you do not.
I didn't say you couldn't film us. There's not one time that I told you couldn't film us.
You threatened the officer threatened to arrest me for filming.
No, we didn't. Okay, is there anything else that I can address, Nolan?
No, there's not actually.
Okay. Okay, well, if you don't want to provide that video, that's fine. But just so you're aware, it's going to be not sustained at this point, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
And you can provide me additional documentation.
All right, man.
Okay, you have a good day.